How's it going, guys? Tasmaniac here with another updated Lunalight deck profile. So I'll pretty much jump into it. I've already got a Lunalight deck profile up on this channel, but it's a little bit outdated, not by too much. But I've just changed a few things that I feel like run a bit more consistency. But there's still so much playing around I can do with this deck that there'll probably be more profiles to come. Anyway, so this is how I've got it working now. Before I had a Shaddoll engine in it. I've taken that out purely for draw power, because the quicker I can get to any of these Lunalight Leo dances and get OTKs, the better for me. I'm not so fussed on getting a Winder out, and sometimes you can't even do that anyway. I don't know, it's a lot. Anyway, let's just jump into it. Okay, 3 Lunalight Kaleido Chick. This is the dopest card in the entire deck. You can activate its effect, and you can send from either the extra deck or the main deck any Lunalight monster, and this card will take its name. The best part about it is that it's cost, so that can't be negated, and the rest of its effect is that it gets its name. So there's also another bit which I never ever use, but you can use. I don't know, if it's banished or something, you can get a polymerization to your hand or sent to the graveyard as a fusion material. I don't know, I don't even use it for that, to be honest. I'll check that out again later. So 3 Lunalight Kaleido Chicks. Alright, next we got 2 Yellow Marten. This card can either from your hand or graveyard special summon itself by returning any Lunalight you control to the hand. So that could be a Pendulum monster in the Pendulum Zone. You can return that back to your hand and special summon that out to the field. It summons in defense position, I'm pretty sure, and it's banished when it leaves the field. But usually you Xyz with it anyway, so it won't get banished, and it's all good. Alright. I don't know why I keep scraping those away. 2 Lunalight Black Sheeps. So this card, you can either discard it to add a polymerization to your hand from your deck, or you can discard it to add 1 Lunalight monster from your graveyard to your hand except Lunalight Black Sheep. So if this card is sent to the graveyard as a fusion material for a fusion summon, you can add to your hand 1 face-up Lunalight Pendulum monster from your extra deck, or 1 Lunalight monster from your graveyard except Black Sheep, which is pretty good. But I don't get that situation much often, but it's still, you need 2 of it. It's a good way to get to Poly. It's a good way to get back any other Lunalight Wolves or anything like that you might need. Lunalight Emerald Bird. So when this card is normal or special summoned, you can send 1 Lunalight card from your hand to the graveyard. If you do, draw 1 card. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can target 1 of your level 4 or lower Lunalight monsters that is banished or is in your graveyard, except Emerald Bird. Special summon it in defense position, but negate its effect. You can only use each effect of Lunalight Emerald Bird once per turn. Mostly just for the draw power, really, but the extra special summon is nice, obviously. 3 Lunalight Tigers. You kind of want to see this card a lot, mostly in conjunction with Kaleido Chick, because you can. Lunalight Tiger says you can once per turn you can target 1 Lunalight monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but it cannot attack. Its effects are negated. Also, it's destroyed during the end phase. So you're always either going to link, fuse, or Xyz off with Kaleido Chick anyway, and stuff like that. So it doesn't matter about its effect part, but because of the cost, it activates its cost to send from the extra deck or the deck. That part still happens, and then the rest of its effect is negated. So it's still another free send. It's just amazing. Okay. 2 Lunalight Wolf. This is your in-archetype Miracle Fusion, meaning it can fuse from the field and the graveyard. So it's the best possible way to get to Leodanter very fast. It's fantastic. So you definitely want to have at least 2 of these. It's searchable off of Lunalight Perfume, but not Fire Formation Tenki, which is sad. 1 Lunalight Crimson Fox. This card's kind of just got 1800 attack. When you can use it as like a effect negation. If something targets one of your Lunalight monsters and it's in your graveyard, you can banish it to negate it. What else does it do? When it's used, sent to the graveyard, like if you fuse with it, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and it changes attack to 0, which is alright, but you won't really use it for that. I'm kind of thinking about taking it out. We'll see how it goes. 1 Blue Cat. This card is amazing in conjunction with Serenade Dance. So, or at least any reason that can special summon this. If you special summon it, you can target 1 Lunalight monster you control and double its attack, double its original attack, meaning like Leodance would go to 7,000. So there's a couple ways to bring that out. It has a second effect too, I think. Oh yeah, if this card's destroyed on the field, you can special summon one Lunar Light monster from the deck, so that's okay, I guess. That's only helped me out in one situation when I bricked really hard. One Lunar Light purple Butterfly. So you can discard this card from your hand to gain any Lunar Light's 1000 attack. Again, making something like this 4500. It's fantastic. And then from your graveyard, you can banish it to special summon any Lunar Light from your hand. So it's just another summon. That's pretty nice. And it's a free, easy summon too. Hand traps, we only play 3 Ash Blossoms. That's just all I do. I would like to work in an Effect Veiler or a Ghost Ogre here and there, but I just haven't really optimized that part of it yet. Okay, that's all the monsters. Onto spells. We got 3/5 formation Tenkies, search any Beast Warrior up to level 4. Fantastic. This deck does lose pretty hard to there can be only one when they lock you out of only having one Beast Warrior type monster. That is a problem. When I had the Shaddoll archetype in there, there was a little way to get around it, but not much. You got to just kind of carry a lot of spell and trap destruction in your side deck, I guess. But anyway, this is great. Great searching card. What else we got? 3 Foolish Burial Goods. You absolutely want this to send either Serenade, Dance, or Lunar Light Perfume. That or this you'd be wanting to send with Foolish Burial Goods. Such great cards. What else? So now, 3 Lunar Light Perfume. This is the deck's biggest sleeper that no one really understands. It's just crazy. Target 1 Lunar Light monster in your graveyard, special summon it. So that's great. Cool. Monster Reborn, I guess, just for your Lunar Light monsters. But then, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then discard 1 card, add 1 Lunar Light monster from your deck to your hand. So when it's in graveyard for any reason, even if it's been goods, then you can banish it, discard a card, and search any Lunar Light. Big help. Big help. Okay, we've got 1 Allure of Darkness, because it's all I own still. 2 Pot of Desires. This is all just for the draw power. I mostly just want to be drawing more cards. I don't want to see cards that I can't do anything with. So anything more to help with, fantastic. What else we got? Foolish Burial. A couple ways you could use that. You could use it with the card that lets you special, if you banish it from graveyard, lets you special summon from hand. That's one way. There's easy ways to get out Collider Cheek and stuff like that. 3 Called by the Graves, because we really want all of our searches to go off. Because if we can OTK pretty much every time if we get all our searches. Or at least if we get our first one, we can OTK. It's that good. 1 Polymerization for recursion, and sometimes it might help out. It has helped me out, bring out. I've had Leo Dancer, a Darumidol, and a Saber Dancer, and I've got all that from just having at least 1 Polymerization in hand. And I was made to go first, and I started with this. This can't be targeted, and this can't be targeted or destroyed. It's good. You need at least 1 poly. Monster Reborn, obviously self-explanatory. Lunar Light Fusion. You can fuse using 1 monster from your extra deck, and what was the other part of it? Sorry. 1 monster from your extra deck, but then the rest have to be on your hand or field. So it's an easy way to get to Leo Dancer by using Panther. You use Panther straight from your extra deck. Boom. And then you just need 2 Lunar Lights in your hand or field, and you're done. But that is only if your opponent controls a monster summoned from the extra deck as well. Just like Shaddoll Fusion. So they worked okay together. Lunar Light Serenade Dance. Don't even worry about this card's first effect. Just send it to the graveyard any way you can. And then from your graveyard, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon 1 Lunar Light monster from your deck. You can only use this effect of Lunar Light Serenade Dance once per turn. So that's great to bring out the one when it's special summoned, doubles the card's attack. That's what you just use that for. Blue Cat. It's even got Blue Cat on the thing, on the image. That's what you want it for. Okay, that's the whole main deck. We only ran 1 trap. So, extra deck. Here we go. What did I just do with those? Okay. Alright, we run 2 Leo Dancers, 2 Panther Dancers, mostly for pitching purposes, 1 Cat Dancer, just in case, and sometimes you might need it to get the Panther Dancer if you can, and 1 Saber Dancer. Saber Dancer just takes any 3 Lunar Light monsters, and it's got 3000 attack, cannot be targeted with your opponent's effects. like any card effects. What else does it do? It gains 200 attack for each Beast Warrior monster that is banished or in the graveyard. And this counts for Fire Fist monsters too, meaning the XYZ you use. So it's just great. You can get, I've seen, my one's got to like 4,600 before. Okay. For the links, we have one Cerberus, one Unicorn, one Mermaid, one Boral Sword Dragon, one Boral Load Dragon, one Underclock Taker, one Brotherhood of the Fire Fist Tiger King, one number 41 Baguska, and a Firefighting Darumidol. So Tiger King's there for bringing out a Fire Fist formation and kind of just extending your plays, really. He can negate all monsters' effects that your opponent currently has like control of. Anything else they'll bring out will still count. I don't have Phoenix in the extra deck, but that's just because I'm still waiting for it in the mail. If I was to take something out, I would probably take out maybe Baguska, even though it's fantastic. But then again, Mermaid, Cerberus, Unicorn. Probably won't use Unicorn so much, so maybe take that one out. Okay, and that's the rest of my extra deck. So, side deck, I'll go through quickly. One more Pot of Desires, in case you really, really need the draw power. 2 Dark Ruler No More. I only have 2. I think this card's great, especially for like Guard Dragons. It'll be just fantastic. Thunder Dragons and all that sort of stuff. All those negations. We've got 1 Gamma Seal, 1 Twin Twisters, and 1 Nibiru, the Primal Being. I only have 1, but I would definitely have 3 of it in my side deck if I had it. Another one for the Thunder Dragons, that is fantastic. Not so much for Sky Strikers, but anyway. So now, this is my specialized extra side deck part that only I have, and I think it's very stupid, but I only have it for in case I think my opponent's going to make me go first, and I really want to mess them up, and it has actually won me games in the past. But it's really not the smartest side deck choice, so don't do it if you don't want to, it's fine. But I play 2 Crackdowns, 3 Solemn Judgments, 3 Solemn Strikes, and a Solemn Warning. That's just what I play. It's helped a lot. So I have won a couple games just because I've sided in so many Solemns. I've drawn into 2 Solemn Judgments and a Solemn Strike, and my opponent just could do nothing, and they scooped. So that was fantastic. Thank you very much for watching, and subscribe if you want to see more up-to-date Lunalights as they change, and maybe another Shiranui profile. I might change that whole zombie deck around a lot, actually. Alright, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you would like. I would very much appreciate it.